Welcome to Ahrex fly tying. My name is Håkan, and today we will be tying a classic Irish fly called a bumble, the Claret bumble. And we will be using the traditional wet fly hook, the 580. This is the size 10. The typical for the bumble flies is a body hackle, and most of them have a front hackle with wing covers from blue jay. And as you can see, the stem is quite stiff on this feather, so it's difficult to just wind it as an ordinary hackle. There are some techniques where you can split the stem to make it thinner, and that's a possibility, but it still is quite thick and heavy for this small fly. So we will be using a different technique where I will be stripping off these blue barred fibers as we use for front hackle. And we start with that. So I set the thread just behind the hook eye, and then I just take one of these wing feathers and I try to pull off as many fibers as possible and make a small bundle. And then I tie them in with the tips pointing forward and try to spread them around the hook shape a bit. I think I will be using both feathers. So I do the same with the other feather. Pull off the fibers and tie them in. Make them equal in length and tie down. And now we leave it there for the front hackle. So we start by tying the rest of the fly. And the tail is made of some fibres from a golden pheasant tippet feather. So I cut off a few fibers and tie it in like this. And then we tie in a small piece of oval silver tinsel along the hook shank. And the body on this fly obviously is claret, because it's the Claret bumble. So we take some claret seal's fur. It's a bit stiff to use this dubbing, but if you don't put too much on the thread, it's possible to dub it without waxing the thread. Otherwise, just use some sticky wax to make it work. And then we try to make a nice even body, not too thin or not too thick. Get a bit too much. And we cover the hook shank. And as I said in the beginning, we will have body hackle, and this pattern we use 2 body hackle, 1 claret and 1 black. And I will try to tie them in and wind them together. That's the thing. So we just strip off the waist and we tie them in just in front of the body. And then I take the pliers and try to get both feathers in one grip. We wind them backwards and secure with the silver tinsel. This fly is mainly developed for still water fishing, as a dropper on the line, just in the surface, or just below the surface, but it works nice in the rivers as well. We cut off the tips and the tinsel. We could have used the J hackle and just wind it as an ordinary hackle, but as I said, the stem is quite heavy. So by doing this, we get a neat head, but we still use the blue, very distinct colored hackle fibers. And we pull them back and tie them down. And there you have a really nice, distinct, light and dark blue hackle. And then we just cover what is supposed to be the head, and we make a whip finish. And cut off. There you have the Claret bumble. There are more variants of the bumble, which I think you can find on internet. But this is my favorite and a really good fishing fly, the Claret bumble.